Cheap shot. That has to be one of the coolest animations I think I've ever seen. That is like one of the coolest animations. Let me hold on a second. So check out this cheap shot animation. This is so cool. I'm gonna try to get a. I don't know if I can get a. Let's try this. That is such a cool animation. Yeah, so the cheap shot, my character goes up, faces the target, spins completely around, slaps the target with like a backhanded smack with my weapon. It's just like the coolest. So check this out. Check out this cheap shot animation. Too cool. Let me try something. The other thing that's really weird is that this is the first time I played Rogue in retail WoW, like ever. I mean, a long time. Last time, no, last time I played Rogue in a retail version, an active live version of the game was probably, like Warlords of Draenor or something. But the Rogue's different. Like I thought with Subtly I would have Sinister Strike, but I don't. I don't even have Sinister Strike. Like if you go to the Rogue's abilities, you have Cheap Shot, Crimson Vial, Viscerate, Kick, Kidney Shot, Pick Lock, Poisons, which I only have one poison right now. Sap, Slice and Dice, Sprint, Stealth, and that's it. You don't even have. And then you go to your subtlety abilities, and you have Backstab and Shadow Strike. The difference is that Backstab now can be used in front of the target as well as behind the target. Where it used to be you could only use it behind your target. It just says that you deal more damage when you're behind your target. So that's really interesting. So if I'm not stealthed, right? Say I'm not stealthed, and I just go up to a target, I can backstab him. And you can see, right? Go to damage, and you can see I did one backstab. Elemental Force procced, and I did one auto attack. And it generated, I'm sure, probably a combo point. So I guess a backstab now is your combo point generator. There, combo point. You can see it up here. You can also see it down on the target down here. Backstab. Backstab. Kidney shot. Now here's the coolest thing with Night Elves and Rogues is I can actually re-stealth. Even though I'm in combat, I can drop combat and re-stealth. Watch this. I just basically shadow melded and stealthed. Right out of combat. Which is just super cool. Actually, it was just a shadow meld. Interesting. Normally it does go into stealth. That was a little strange. We'll have to wait 2 minutes until we can try it again. And then if we do our Shadow Strike. Actually, what we want to do is we're going to do Shadow Strike. We're going to do Slice and Dice. And then we're going to get off our target. We're going to re-stealth. Right, we've got Slice and Dice up. And now that because of our talent, our next Shadow Strike will also grant more combo points. So we'll grant 2 more combo points. So we're going to do another one. You can see that we got 4 combo points. Yeah, we can go right into our Kidney Shot. Backstab. Backstab. Like so. 'Cause, 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 So we can. So with Shadow Meld, we can actually kind of do some interesting things. I don't know why that didn't work last time. We're gonna just try it again. I think what we need to do is, let's do this. Oh, I disabled it, didn't I? Okay, so that tell me when trigger just shows us our buff for slice and dice. So what we want to do is we're going to change that one, and we're going to say what to track. And we're not going to track buff debuff. We're actually going to track. We attract combat state. So what we're going to do is this just shows me my stealth. So I'm not currently in stealth, right? Now we're going to shadow meld, and then we're going to immediately try to... Well, here, let's stealth. Yeah, that's not what we want. Yeah, we'll have to play with this a little bit later after the battleground. Okay, so when we're stealth, we can see it's grayed out. Now, when we come out of stealth, we should see a cooldown, right? 2 seconds. So it's a very short cooldown on stealth. So stealth, break stealth, only a 2-second cooldown. But if we're in combat, it's going to be later. So basically, we shadow meld. Yeah, you can see that we did stealth because it's, well, it's not as, and let me show you what I mean. What we're going to do is we're actually going to change this to be very, the opacity, we're going to drop it down to real, like pretty low. Like, let's go all the way down to like 30%. Okay. Now we know that, you know, I'm currently stealth because it's like, you know, faded. See how it's faded like that? Or actually, we could even just make it go away altogether, meaning that we are stealthed. Right? Because when this skills are ready, it'll be very easy to see. It's very, you know, it says stealth is available to us, right? If we're stealthed, you know, it's grayed out. The only reason I'm doing that is because if I want to shadow meld stealth, sometimes I be shadow meld but not stealth, and I want to know that because if I didn't get the stealth activated, it'll still look like this, and then I can just use my keybind again for this macro that I have, and it'll go, and it should go ahead and stealth me. So we'll see if that comes into play in an actual match, you know, during game time. So we can also get rid of this other bar. We'll worry about that later. We're gonna put our poisons on, mount up. Do we have any food? Okay, we do have food. Good. We're good on food. So I created this rogue last night, and I think I was around level 10 last night, and then we went ahead and leveled her up a few more levels earlier. She's level 15. Looking for that rogue that sapped this guy. It's going to be around here somewhere. Now, there's multiple rogues here. Now watch, we're going to use Shadow Meld Stealth. Now, it didn't work because we had a debuff, but it did work. I mean, we did go into stealth, but it's just that I had a dot on me, so no biggie. We'll go ahead and bug out, because that was not a combat we were going to...
kiss your ass goodbye.
We were probably going to die in that combat, so...
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, no, I didn't quit the hunter. No. I just decided to do a rogue as well, so we're doing a rogue. I thought I wanted to do a rogue too. So I'll do some of the hunter probably tonight. I'll probably stop the stream, and after I do this stream for a little bit on the rogue, I'll do another stream, and then it'll be the hunter stream. So yeah, we're doing both. We're gonna do a rogue. What I want to do is, I'm actually having so much fun doing this kind of little series of leveling a character from 0, or really from 10 to 60, doing just PvP. Getting characters kind of ready in preparation for Age of Dragons. I call it Age of Dragons. I know it's called Dragonflight, but I think that's the dumb name. So I'm calling it Age of Dragons. But yeah, I actually really had fun with the Hunter, and I really like the Hunter. The Hunter is super fun. But I wanted to try a Rogue. So Rogue's a very strong class, so we figured we'd try this out. So... okay. This is an assassination rogue, probably. That's why she's got swords. We're just going to follow this rogue here, and we're going to double rogue it for a little bit. We're going to try to double rogue it anyway. I'm just checking to see if there's any rogues over here. I don't see any. Okay. They run it. Okay, now another thing too is, if you notice, we can... even if we have a dot on us, we can use the Shadow Meld Stealth macro if we're close enough to the target, because we can do... it's not going to pull us out of stealth until the dot ticks. So let's say someone throws Shadow Word Pain on me and I let it tick, like the first dot damage tick. I can immediately do Shadow Meld Stealth and then get off like a cheap shot or Shadow Strike. Usually I'm going to want to go cheap shot. So that's another thing you're going to want to be able to do, you know. Come on, sap, there we go. Get a couple saps on him just to keep him out of combat. Should be long enough for him to probably want to bug out. Let's see if he does. Alright. Actually, they're completely leaving that base. So let's wave to the Worgen. We got a little Worgen priest. You gotta love. I love Worgens. I really do. I think Worgens are cool. Got another warlock here. I'm gonna probably just stun. Get the sap. Get the sap. Damn, I didn't get the sap. Shit. All right, let's try to get this guy. Alright, let's go. He's gonna mind flame.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
No, I don't think so. Oh, we got a hunter. That's alright, we're good. Oh, shit. Is that the priest? I don't know. Probably. No, priest is still there. Yeah, it was the NZ, that's right. Yeah, I don't have any Shadow Step or anything, so I can't catch up to this guy. Is that guy just going to leave me? No, he's not. Oh, he's going to grab the damage buff. So we're going to go for Kidney Shot, right? I'm going to Cheap Shot. Backstab, 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 backstab. And he's history. I don't know if I got a backstab off there. I wanted to. Now, so the other thing we want to do is we want to keep Slice and Dice up if we can, because with my talent that I have, my Shadow Strike will generate more combo points for me. So we don't have Vanish yet. Once we get Vanish, that talent will come into play more often, because I'll have multiple ways to re-stealth. I'll have Shadow Meld into stealth, and I'll also have Vanish into stealth, so that'll be cool. So we're going to try, let's just do this. I'm going to go Slice and Dice. Now that Slice and Dice is up for 14 seconds, my next Shadow Strike will generate more combo points. Kind of hoping I'd get another target so that we could try it out, show you guys that talent in action. I don't know, it seems like the talent points for the rogue in the first talent tree aren't that, I don't think they're that great. Like, this one's so annoying to use because it's like you've got to have Slice and Dice up to really get the best benefit out of it, and then the other one's just RNG based, like Weapons Master or some shit, you know. You see what I did there? What I actually did there is what I did there was I actually did do Shadow Mode, and I actually re-stealthed and cheap shot of that row. That's why he was stunned there, because I re-stealthed and did a cheap shot really quickly. I don't even know if I had a debuff on me or not, but it really didn't matter because I did it fast enough. Okay, we're gonna go. Okay, we got that. That's dead. Now, if we get a re-stealth here, we're not gonna get a re-stealth. If we get a re-stealth, Slice and Dice 24 seconds. Damn it! It's like, this talent is such an annoying talent. And the one I'm talking about is this one, the premeditation. It's really bad. It's like you have to have Slice and Dice up for your Shadow Strike to grant you 2 extra combo points. Well, to have Slice of Dice up, you've got to turn it on, which means that you got to have combo points. Although I do think if a fight ends, you could just prop it. Okay. If you hold on, the thing is, if you hold on to your combo points, but I don't think you hold on to them after a target. Like, let's say I have 3 combo points on a target. They do switch targets now. You know, it's totally different than like vanilla WoW. So like, the targets can be any target. Like you have combo points you build up, but if you drop out of combat, are those points gone? They probably are, I would assume. So it's just weird, very strange. Crap. I'm dead. I'm so dead. There's like, look at this. Their whole team is here. But see, even there, like, because Shadow Strike, you have to be stealth. So there I re-stealth. I wanted to use Shadow Strike, but something got me out of stealth. I don't like that a bit. You know what? Can I? I don't think I can change it. Can I? I don't think you can change it now. Can you? No. Damn it. I have to be out of the. I don't like that ability. They say it's the best one, and I can see where it might be the best one when you have Vanish. I'm not so sure. I wonder if I can get him from up here. Probably not. No. LOS. There. There's so many here. Yeah, this is just stupid. Those guys are going to get annihilated. You're going to watch these guys just get wasted. Watch. And they're running for their lives. Dead. This noob will be dead. He's aptly named Noobski because he's going to be dead really soon. Oh, that's right, Zach. You're right. And I apologize. I don't know Retail Rogue at all, so I'm kind of a noob. But yes, Shadow Dance gives you the ability to use all your stealth. So once you get Shadow Dance, then I can see where the Shadow Strike, where you would be able to, you know, hit somebody a few times, pop, slice, and dice, and then immediately use Shadow Strike. You could Shadow Strike, do like 4-point kidneys, whatever. You'd have a lot of different things you could do. So just gonna sap a few of these guys to make them think that I'm still there, just to keep them from moving out of that area too quickly. But yeah, Shadow Dance is gonna be really cool. I probably don't get that till like much later though. You want to go... I guess we'll go this way. I still think there's a bunch of Horde over here, but let's find out. Oops. That's a great question. I don't know if I have a favorite class. Like, I certainly not in retail because in retail I haven't played retail in so many years that it's like every time I play a class right now, I'm relearning how to play the class, so I don't even know yet if I like the class because they're so different. Like if I was playing like vanilla WoW, it'd be easier to, it'd be like much easier to answer that question. Oh, that was pretty good. You see what he did? I don't think he did that on purpose. He might have. Let's see if we can re-stealth here real quick. Babe? Yeah, that's cool. Our neighbor, uh, our neighbor is just moving out, and he left a bunch of toys for our dog because he's got dogs. So he actually left a bunch of toys for our dog. That was nice of him. Yeah, but back to your question, Favren. Okay. So in retail right now, the only classes I've really played in Shadowlands right now are Fire Mage. Just started playing Rogue and Survival Hunter. So right now, out of those characters that I've played right now, those three, my favorite is the Survival Hunter. But it's traditionally in World of Warcraft, traditionally all through all the years that I've played it, and I've played it ever since beta in 2004 on Doomhammer. So traditionally, my favorite character class always was really I would say Priest and Hunter were always my favorites. And then as I went through World of Warcraft and I went through like Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, I started to really like Paladins. I started to like Paladins, but I was playing mostly Retribution Paladins. Then I got into when I got to Warlords of Draenor, I quit WoW because I didn't like WoW anymore. I wasn't enjoying it, so I quit WoW. And then about a year after that, I started playing private vanilla servers. And so on private vanilla servers, I played a class that I'd never played before, which is Protection Paladin. And then I absolutely fell in love with vanilla WoW Protection Paladin. It's such a niche, very unusual class. It's very different than a lot of classes. It's kind of a pain in the ass to be honest, but fell in love with that class. So Protection Paladin I loved, and so I still to this day. I mean, I love Protection Paladins, and I'm looking forward to playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic because I want to play a Preg, which is a kind of a variant of a Protection Paladin spec for PvP. And but yeah, I would say if I had to yeah, it's funny that you say that because those are the two classes that I've struggled the most with. Like Warlock, I can never seem to I can never seem to really vibe with a Warlock. Like I've tried to level Warlocks. I think I got a Warlock up to 63 in Draenor or something, or 53. I don't know. I just never I just never enjoyed managing the Warlock's pets that much. Which is weird because I don't mind Hunter's pets at all, but I think Warlock pets there's more of them, and I just couldn't get into the Warlock. The Shamans I played very little too. I again played Shamans very little. I created a Shaman fairly recently on Burning Crusade Classic, and I was playing a Elemental Shaman, and it was pretty fun. I mean, it was fun. I liked it, but it was still definitely is not, you know, is it falls down the list. So if we're looking at like my personal favorite, you know, my favorite WoW classes, I would have to say number one would probably be right now, probably Paladin. And that's like just like overall. But if, oh, actually, let's change this. Let's say Shadow, my favorite Shadowlands. All right, is got to be Survival Hunter, right? Survival Hunter's my favorite. Then I'm gonna say probably Rogue, right? And then I'm gonna say Fire Mage. But these are the only ones I've played in Shadowlands. Oh no, I did play a Shadow Priest, but like a long time ago. But I'll put that way down the list. But I'm going to anticipate that probably the Paladin will fall in here somewhere. Paladin may even fall in at number two, but it's hard to say, you know. So that's the whole point of these streams is me just going through leveling some classes up, just doing battlegrounds and stuff, just to kind of figure out how these classes work in Shadowlands because they're so different. I mean, I'm using all these weird skills that I've never used before, and it's, you know, so that's a lot different. See here, we're gonna get slice and dice up. Now we're gonna do another Shadow Strike. Boom, and you can see we got 4 combo points, and immediately, you know, we can go into a kidney shot, backstab. So we can get off 2 backstabs in a 6-point kidney, and a 5-point kidney, 6 seconds. Sorry, I'm not sure that's the best use of a 6-second kidney or not. Probably not.
Need something?
Why is that not working? What? Again? Yeah, alright. Okay. My wife wants me to take the puppy out, so I sadly am going to stop the stream. I'll come back later in like, I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes, and I'll start streaming again. I actually might come back and do the hunter. We'll see. Anyways, I'll be back in a bit. Talk to you guys later. Bye.